Welcome back to Factorio playing the SpaceX mod on extreme settings, where we still haven't done any launches or any of the SpaceX science for that matter, but we are in the process of testing our purple science. And if we just set this to 1 minute, you can see we have achieved the targeted 2.5 thousand or 2,500 per minute for purple science, which will be fine. You also notice the UPS is sort of bouncing around. It's not too terrible at the moment. We are currently also producing where are they? We're also producing speed module 3s at the rate of 60 a minute, more or less. What does it say, over 10 minutes? Yeah, just over 60 a minute. I'm not quite sure while the productivity are getting produced, but a handful are. Basically, what I've done is oh yeah, they're all disabled. So yeah, we've set the conditions to 30,000 of the modules, and I've done it in a very basic way at the moment, which is actually too basic with these things. So what we might do is just set up a little controller up here, assuming we have all the things we need, and it looks like we do. So this will basically be, we want modules in the amount of 30,000. These ones as well in the amount of 30,000. And we might as well set up the greens, even though we haven't set up the greens just yet. We need 200,000 at the end of, well, for the last part of the whole process, as you probably know. So yeah, what do we need? We need an arithmetic. There we go. I knew I'd have one somewhere. Basically, to multiply these amounts by -1. And we will combine the input from that with the input from here to come to a change this to is greater than 0, basically. Well, less than 0. So we'll do blue if we're less than 0. Oh. Did that happen? Oh, no, L's not going to tell me. That should have turned back on. Let's just do that again. There we go. Why haven't you turned on? Input signals. Oh, we haven't got any output. There we go. And we're back in action. Excellent. Now, if it's less than 30,000, if it's less than 0, and these ones here will be if they're less than 0 as well, and they'll turn off. Oh, I see. So it's because, this is why we're getting a handful made, because they're actually receiving power from the sky. Oh, that's fine. They'll eventually fill up their passive providers, and it won't matter. The bulk of them won't be operating in that way. So that gives us a simple controller. Do I have any concrete on me? No. A simple controller for the modules. Let's just have a look at how many modules we have. $28,000, so that will stop soon. 33,000, so that will remain stopped. And of course these guys we're not even making yet, but we have left them some space down here. So what to do next? Well, let's just have a look at the map view. What we've had to do is load in a lube load and lube production. This is sufficient for productivity science and our lube station, filling up nicely. Well, not as nicely as perhaps it should. I've also moved the landfill over here, started filling in this water mass. We need some space to expand so that we can start building the rocket components. What else? Oh yes, I made an adjustment up here. This now is the only rail signal prior to the rail signals just before the station, which means they line up neatly, but also it's improving the flow of traffic coming in. So we're not getting queues up here like we were before. Also, I moved the corner so it sort of starts in the straight bit, which gives us room to fit a chain signal in here, and that also helps so that both lanes get used properly. Otherwise, this is working quite well. We're at 49,000 robots. I fixed some issues with this whole apparatus turning on and off, and likewise the greens. I also did some more biter killing. I used about 40 nukes in this area just to clear out some more space. We obviously need to come down here a bit more as well. And I did that basically when we weren't making modules. At that point we had 60-60, so it was pretty easy going then. It's fun having 60-60. We're not going to see too many signs of it, especially once I start science. So this was the old landfill, and we also had landfill up here so that I could put nuke science in. How are we going here actually? It looks like this one is fully operational, but this one is far from that point. Which is strange, it should be working. Construction robots. None are working. We out of steam turbines. I thought I was making steam turbines and transferring them. Let's just have a look at that. What are we making here? Are we making steam turbines? That looks like steam turbines. Looks like there's 100 sitting there. I don't know what its problem is. They seem to have forgotten to get on with the job. We might need to give them a bit of a hand to get that power up and running. If we have a look at power, while we're talking about it, it's pretty well in hand. We should be able to go up to about 8 gigawatts with the one that is operational. But there's 2 more up there I'd like to bring online, so that would bring it up to 10 gigawatts, which is probably enough once we get there to get science underway. So maybe I will give them a bit of a helping hand, since it for some reason doesn't seem to be doing it by itself. Do the dance, the death dance through the trains. Right, we need a few of these things. Oh, I can't carry very many, but we'll carry what we can. You might as well stay here. We'll carry what we can from here. And we'll go up to this new nuclear array without even looking at the trains. So yeah, largely depleted smelting from the old base. I need to rip all this down as well, and pretty much all of this stuff, which all looks depowered actually. I wonder if that's the issue. That could be the issue. You need power. Oh, they're depowered as well. Do you have power? Yes. Okay, let's bridge over here. Oh yeah, that's better. Except these guys need some power. Okay. Ah. Do you guys have power? Yes, you do. While we're here, let's just check 24k. We're not denting our supply of U235, so that's good. It does look like these two lines are just about dead, but that's fine. Got plenty of other supplies of uranium. So, like this one, for example, I should move all the uranium processing over to this area. I probably will soon. Alright, how about you start stamping down the missing stuff. We seem to be missing power just in here. And here. Alright, if that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. So does that give us 9 now? I think it does. Let's have a look. Yeah, 4.5 is more or less halfway. I mean, this bounces around a lot, but that's fine. So let's fill in some power poles here as well. Just to bring everything online. Let's just something to be sure. There as well, there you go. That should ensure that this one comes online. Hopefully they're going to pick up some stuff. Hopefully. So, that's power sorted. This lot needs to be deconstructed. Some other time perhaps. It's not really doing much for us. And back to the main base. Now, what I want to do is we may as well get our science tested and see it eliminate this first of the SpaceX sciences. And then it will probably break something. We'll see what it breaks and go about fixing whatever it ends up breaking. It looks like speed module 3s will turn off shortly, which should restore us a bunch of UPS, which will be nice. Yeah, I don't think I'm making labs here anywhere. Let me just check if I have labs. Doesn't look like it. So, labs. We need one more of these things. I keep forgetting to just use the the Q key. You can build us labs. Ooh, it needs transport belt. That's interesting. Well, I've got a ton of that from the other place, so like the old base. So I guess we will just have to. Can you take? No, I could put speed modules in there, but that's probably pointless. Oh, what the hell? we need about 600 of these things. For my plans. So if labs is less than 600, and we're probably going to be short on transport belts. So what I will do is, since there should be a huge excess of transport belts in the old base, just sitting in storage chests, I will add transport belt to our transfer from old base to new base, and we want transport belt, not them, transport belt in the amount of, say, 1,000. Already got that. And we will activate if we have less than, say, 1,000. Hopefully that will pull the transport belt over. Let's just see how much transport. We have 11,000, so we should be able to do this easily. We only need 6,000. At least it kind of recycles the transport belt. We probably have a handful of labs in storage up here as well. Maybe I should pick them out. Yeah, we've got 20 labs. Might just request the labs. Yeah, great. That is not what we wanted here, guys. That's what happens when you misclick. You get rubbish. Never mind. Now we're getting the stuff we wanted. I can probably get rid of these guys somewhere. We're building inserters down here, so I'll just add these ones into the fray. Inserters, you output into here, so there we go. It's all good. How many of you do we have? Oh, tons, that's good. So, where are we missing 2 green inserters? I'm really not sure. And the other thing I wanted to check is if the rest of this nuclear is getting built out, and it looks like it has been. Awesome. So we just needed to restore power to some of these items. So now we've got 10 gigawatts of nuclear. I could possibly extend this slightly, but I wanted to make sure it worked. The new heat pipe mechanics with 1511 kind of took me a little bit by surprise and shock, but it's all good. So yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and each of these is, well, it's actually about 1.1 gigawatts, so in theory we could do about 11 gigawatts now if we needed to. And our nuclear setup over here seems to be more than adequate to handle it. We're very slowly making our way through this patch, and there's plenty of other patches, so I'm not concerned about uranium. Now if you look here, what we've basically got, I don't know if I've been through this before, but I mean this is your basic centrifuge doing the, well, it breaks out the U235 and U238 from the raw product, and then we've got the Kavarics enrichment. We have the make the fuel rods, which seems to be working fine. We've got the deal with the old ones. I think I probably need to increase the number of those because we seem to be getting a build up of those. We've got 15,000 actually of them, so yeah, I probably need to build a few more, deal with the old spent rods, but aside from that everything seems to be fine. We're not building ammunition over here anymore, so we've got a limit on the number of nukes we've got. I should probably move this part of our process down. I wonder if explosives is still working fine there. Down here in oil, it should be. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. Yep, we seem to have tons of explosives there. So I could always transfer explosives from here for some time to come. So the formula for nukes is what? Explosives, processing units, and uranium-235. So if I transferred explosives and uranium-235, we could be building our nukes and our enriched ammo in the main base, which is where it belongs. We have a bit more room here, so that's good. Oh, we still have some of those. Do we have all the labs? Yes, we do. Let's just grab those because I'm going to need them shortly. Let us set up one of these can be explosives, and we'll transfer, say, 200. And this can be U235, and 100 of that should do. And we'll again set up some conditions. Basically, you operate if explosives is less than, say, 200, and you operate if U235 is less than 100. Right. And I might just do this in reverse for nukes and uranium ammo. So you can request, where are we? Nukes in the amount of, say, 100, and you can request uranium rounds in the amount of 200, should be fine. And again, nukes if less than 100, and nuclear tipped ammo, uranium rounds if less than 200. Right. Let's finish that up. It doesn't look like we've got to start on labs, so that might end up being what we do in the next episode. It looks like I've filled this out, so we're going to need to go to the next level. Which one of these do I want? That one. It's easier if I put one of these in first, isn't it? Then we will end up about there, and then we want these to go in like so. Just a quick check, have we got to our 30,000? Not quite. You can be nukes. Now let's just bump these numbers up a bit. Let's make that 600, there you go. To make nukes. Another one of those there, and some passive providers. And we will make nukes if, let's just logistic connect, if there's less than, say, 200 in the system. Make nukes. And we will make uranium rounds if there are, say, less than 400, 600, doesn't really, 800, 600. There we go. And now let's just make you nuclear ammo, and what do you need? 10, and that's not going to be enough. Let's make that 100. Oh, we need 238 as well. 200 of U238. Alright, let's put power into there. Order U238. And yeah, we haven't done anything with the labs. But we're basically out of time for this episode. So thanks for joining me. Next time we will look at science, I assure you. In the meantime, thanks for joining me. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers and bye for now.